So last Thanksgiving, my roommate Jen suggested we try something mindful for dinner, like a silent meal. The idea was that we'd all eat together in total silence, appreciating the food and each other's company, or whatever. There were 5 of us, and most of us only agreed because Jen promised she'd make her famous mashed potatoes. So there we were, sitting around the table with our hands in our laps, trying to look enlightened while secretly wondering if it was rude to chew too loudly. The first 10 minutes were surprisingly peaceful, aside from the occasional awkward eye contact and the sound of someone desperately trying not to giggle. But then, disaster struck in the form of our friend Dave, who tried to pass the mashed potatoes to Lisa with a flourish usually reserved for Olympic torchbearers. The bowl slipped, did a triple axel, and landed face down, splattering a Jackson Pollock of starch across the table and Lisa's lap. No one could say anything, so we all just stared at each other, communicating pure panic through aggressive eyebrow waggles. At this point, the silence was hanging by a thread thinner than Jen's patience, but Dave, ever the hero, decided to fix it by flicking a blob of potato off Lisa's shirt. Instead, he launched it straight into Mark's glass of wine. The potato blob cannonballed perfectly, sending a red tidal wave across the tablecloth and onto Jen's white shirt. That's when Mark, who'd apparently been bottling up both laughter and competitive energy, retaliated with a scoop of gravy aimed squarely at Dave. Suddenly, all bets were off, and our silent dinner devolved into a full-blown food fight, the kind you only see in movies or very specific nightmares about etiquette school. By the time the gravy settled, everyone's dignity had hopped a ride on a cranberry and floated away. Jen surveyed the battlefield, mashed potato in her hair and gravy on her glasses, and finally broke the silence. Well, I guess that's what they mean by table manners, any way you can get them to the table.